Hey everyone, this is Lauren Ward, founder of the Confidence Collective and Diamond Beachbody Coach. This is a tutorial for my Boss Babe Academy to teach all our new coaches how to use PicMonkey. PicMonkey is an awesome tool, but it can be a little overwhelming because there are so many different features. So I'm going to take you through how to just make one little quick design. I'm just going to make a banner and show you how, and we'll go through each feature, a little discussion, what it is, what's there, and I do have the Royal version, but I will do my best to only use features that are available in the basic free version. So here we go. All right, so this is if you just want to edit a photo. If you want to put a filter over it or add some text, this is what you'll choose. Touch-up is the same idea. It's just, all of these open the same menu. It's just the size of the photo that's affected. So edit and touch up, just choose the photo you want to do. Design is what we're going to do today because it gives you a blank slate and you can add your own pictures to it in whatever form you want. Collage is obviously a collage. So here we're going to click design. I like to do 1,000 pixels by 1,000 pixels just to make a square. That's just my preference. You can always change the custom size after you create it. It's very easy. Okay, so that brings us to this screen right here. Now, what I did when I first started, when I wanted a picture, was I clicked open, chose the picture I wanted, and then clicked open, and it just gave me the picture. So we don't want to do that. What we want to do is head over here to the butterfly. It's overlays, the overlays menu. Click that and click your own, and that will bring you to a pop-up that will have you select the photo that you want. So let's see, I'm going to take this picture that I took off of Anthropologie.com of a bikini, open it up. The computer's running a little slow, and there it is. I'm going to click your own again because I want 2 bikinis. Let's see if I can find it at least. Let's see. I think it's in this one. Alright, that's taking time. My computer's going slow. Alright, so I'm just going to do this one, but you can do 2, so just be aware of that. So I'm just going to make this the size that I want it to be. And then an awesome feature that you can do with PicMonkey is you can erase the background of any of your photos. So I want this background here to match this one and be white. So I am going to click eraser, change my eraser size here, and just erase all of this extra background that I do not want. Of course, if I go over the actual part that I do want, it will erase all of it. So I'm going to be careful because whatever the eraser touches disappears. So I'm going to just do this, bear with me here, blah, blah, blah. A little off the top. And I'm using a touchpad mouse, so it's a little bit slower than if I didn't have it. Okay, so you get the basic idea. Go over, I'm just going to make this strapless because I don't feel like going between the straps. That'll take too long. Here we go. Here we go. Ta-da. 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 So this is super nifty if you are using your own photo, a photo of your face, for instance, and you just want to get rid of the background because it's distracting. So here, this is going to be good enough for me because I'm going to block it out anyway. So, all right, I've got my bikini background set. Now, one thing I like to do if I know it's placed where I want it, and this is kind of, I guess advanced if you want to call it, but as soon as I get this where I want it to be, I'm going to set it right here. I'm going to click this little button up here. This combines all image elements. If you have any history of Photoshop, it basically flattens the layers so that you can't move anything around, which is useful for when you have a bunch of items in your background and you want to be able to click around on your image without disrupting the placement of those images. So I know that I want this image right here, right dead center, and as I add more elements to my final product, I don't want this to move. I want this to stay exactly where it is. So I'm just doing a little bit of extra touching up here so it doesn't look like total doo-doo when I'm done. And click flatten, and now I can't click this. It won't move no matter what I do to it. And you can always undo this step. So if I click undo, it's not like doing that completely, it's stuck there. But just be aware that once it's flattened and you start doing other things, it's kind of hard to get back to the unflattened stage. So make sure it's where you want it. Okay, this is where I want it. Now what I'm going to do is stay here in this overlays menu and choose an overlay. I'm going to geometric. There's hearts, doily hearts, that's a royal feature, sorry. Stars, there's all these different kinds of badges and extra features you can put on your photos to make them pop. I mean, there's everything. There's so many choices. I mean, this whole menu is full of options for you. I mean, fireworks, little, clip art is the word I was looking for. Dashes, lines, paper, scraps, I mean, everything you could possibly think of. And this little crown symbol just stands for the Royale feature, which I do pay for and can use, but right now I'm just going to stick with features that are available, the basic free version. So, clicking geometric, I'm going to put this square, and you see that as soon as I click it, it pops up. And you can change the color. So I'm going to make this white, because what I'm going to do is overlay this white square over my bikini picture, because I'm going to add text, and I want the text to be able to appear and be easily viewed in red. So, oh my gosh, where'd it go? Well, what I'm going to do is fade that so it is, faded, but that bikini is a little bit set farther, or set in the background more, so when I add my text, it's not, it's still easy to see. Or excuse me, easy to see the text. So there is that. I use this feature all the time because I hate adding elements and then having stuff move around. So I'm going to flatten it again. And now I'm going to add, let's see, some text. I'm going to say, join my bikini challenge. So you click this T for text, and there are all these different fonts you can choose from. Again, anything marked with this little crown means it is a Royale feature only, and it won't let you use it unless you have that. So I'll stick with what you guys can all use. So I'm going to choose Marcel Script. So you just select the font you would like to use, click Add Text, and a little box comes up. And I'm going to type in bikini ready by Tuesday. We'll just pretend that we're doing it for a clean eating group for 5 days. Bikini ready by Tuesday. Okay. So the way you change the size of this text is either by highlighting it, by highlighting it and selecting size. You can do it that way, or if you click out of the text area, you can get one of these arrows to come up, and you can just stretch it. And as you stretch, it makes the box bigger. The text grows. So I'm also going to make this alignment center aligned, and add an exclamation point. Bikini ready by Tuesday. So you can just do whatever you want here. This one's kind of boring. I'm actually going to use this. I'm going to add some more text here just to add a little bit of description, like you might want to if you're making a fitness challenge or accountability group or whatever advertisement. Say, dialed in meal plan, and you just type in here like you would any other document. Dialed in meal plan, 30-minute workouts free. And I'm going to center align this. A couple adjustments here. Here you go. So anyway, you get the picture. 30-minute workouts, it's free. And you can just add as much text as you want. It doesn't matter. Dial the meal plan, blah, blah, blah. Here you go. I'm going to stretch this out so that everything is on the same line. And then do one more real quick. Thanks for bearing with me. I just want this to look nice. Ask me how. Okay. Here you go. So I think, I don't really like there's all this extra space up here. I want to crop this. So you're going to come over to this little area or this little symbol here that means crop, click it, and this is your basic edits menu. So you can crop, you can change the background color, you can rotate a photo, alter the exposure, change colors, sharpen, etc. And this is just down here, resize. Say I'm going to be like, oh, I don't want it that big. I think I want it to just be 500 by 500. Now, as you change the pixels, though, that will affect the resolution. So I do like to do 1,000 by 1,000 just because it's a nice, easy-to-use resolution that shows up well on Facebook and isn't grainy or blurry. So I'm going to go back there, but this is where you go to resize. Basic edits menu all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to crop this a little bit. You can select no fixed proportions, meaning you can change both ways, so you can alter it vertically or horizontally. You can choose original proportions, which is a square, so it'll keep it in a square. Square, 3x4, 3x5, etc. to whatever size you want your picture to be. So it gets very, very technical, but I usually just keep it to a square because my pixel count is generally perfect for Facebook. I'm just going to move this over a little bit. Click apply. Boom, there it is. It's a little crooked, but we'll just leave it. Now, another cool feature is I love to add frames. So you just come down here to frame. I usually use Simple Edge, but there's all different sorts. So there's shape cutouts you can use, rounded corners, polar, and there's tons of options. So you kind of just have to explore. I generally use Simple Edge just because I think it looks the cleanest. So I'm gonna get rid of my inner color. You can do 2 colors, 3 colors, whatever, but I'm going to get rid of that just by changing the thickness to 0 so it doesn't exist. And a really cool thing that I love about PicMonkey is the ability to color match. So whenever you are trying to get a color just right, like I want to match my background to this part of the bikini, you click this little dropper and you carry it over and it changes the color of the frame to whatever color the dropper is touching. So I want it to kind of be a green, so I'm going to get it right to this green. We'll just green-gray right there. Boom, click apply, and there you go. It's very simple. That took me about 5 minutes, and I was explaining everything. I am at the point where I can pretty much whip up just about anything in 5 to 10 minutes. When I first started, it took me forever, so you're going to just have to get the hang of it. But I'll go through this one more time. This is the basic edits, crop, canvas, color, rotate, etc. Down here is resize. This is for if you're going to touch up a photo. These are different effects. You can do cross-processed. There's just a million of them here. Desk job, you can just play around if you've got a picture of your face that you're, trying to touch up. It's kind of cool. Or just to add different effects. There's seriously a million of them. Here is touch up, the touch up menu. This is pretty cool. There you can airbrush, wrinkle remove, shine reduce, spray tan. I mean, there's tons of options. I don't use these very often because I don't really see the point. But I do, because I have the paid version, it's $30 for a year, which I thought was worth it. This clone feature is really cool because a couple times I might have something random in the background that I want to get rid of. It's a great picture, except for there's my daughter's doll in the background, or a teddy bear or something. This clone feature allows you to kind of erase that, and that's kind of awesome. So if you're going to use the paid if you're going to buy the paid version, I would almost do it just for that clone feature. Here's where you add text. Here's your overlay menu, which is where you select your own photos to add. Here's frames. This is different textures. I honestly haven't used these very frequently, but you can add, let's see, let's try this, a water texture. So it kind of adds, that's actually kind of cool. I like it. I'm going to leave that there because it looks like water. So that was just underwater, and it just adds a nice, just more depth to your project to make it look a little more professional. So I'm going to apply that. That's actually cool. And down here are all these different themes. Now, I just discovered this, but let's see. See if we select Celebrate. There's all these separate effects, overlays, banners, etc. just under this theme of Celebrate. So one I've used before is this Party Bunting. Again, it's Royale, so I hate to show you that. But it's just kind of fun. I'm not going to use it here, but you can add text over this. It's just a way to make your photos and projects and banners and everything look really professional. So here you go. When you're done, You click Save. Come over, change your file name. I usually do Sean because it's the largest file size, meaning it's going to be the best resolution. Save your computer, and you're done. So that was the PicMonkey tutorial. Very basic, very just somewhat of an overview to show you how to use it. And I hope it was helpful. Have a great day.